Hey everyone, this is Mitch at BoardCo, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough on this new 2020 model Centurion Ri257 that we just got in here at BoardCo. This boat is absolutely gorgeous. It is black on sky blue metal flake. It creates a really beautiful contrast. The sky blue is one of our most popular colors, and it's just got a really bright, vibrant pop to it that breaks up water spots, so it's really easy to take care of and maintain, but just looks absolutely gorgeous. This boat is just shy of 26 feet, seats 18 passengers, plus can also pack 5,550 pounds of ballast along with those 18 passengers. So this boat is really big, makes a big statement. Also something that can take everyone in the crew, but is also a boat that's nimble and handles great, so it's not going to be a bad choice even if you're taking out a lighter group and you just want to have the best surf wave on the planet. This 257 comes with a triple axle trailer, making it so it tows much smoother and doesn't tow nearly as difficult as a lot of people expect on a boat this size. Also has the beautiful in-gel surf graphic, so this is in the gel coat. There's no sticker or anything like that that's going to rub off or peel or anything. It is all integrated into the gel coat of this boat, and this boat is this 257 has some of the most beautiful gel coat lines of any boats out there. Just really, really nice. A few of the key features on this boat that we can highlight is, first off, the ram fill ballast. This is the vent for the ram fill, where most ballast vents are just small little holes. This thing is really big. Allows all the air to escape while the subfloor ram fill ballast is filling. It fills using a scoop system and uses the force of the boat moving across the water to fill that tank. That is why it is the fastest filling and largest ballast system on the market. It packs over 3,000 pounds of subfloor ballast, and it fills in just about a minute, as opposed to other ballast systems that aren't quite as big and take as much as 15 minutes to fill. Few of the other great things on this boat is it's got the drop zone power folding tower on it, so you can drop the tower down, put the cover over the top, and tow the boat with the cover covering everything, keep bugs off of your tower and your speakers and your racks and everything like that. Also makes it really nice and easy for moving it up and down if you're going to put this boat into a garage. Next thing that I wanted to highlight on this Ri257 is the hull design. So this boat is equipped with the Opti-V hull. This allows a few things on this boat that are really unique. First off, it gives this boat the best rough water ride of any surf boat ever built. The 257 has the smoothest ride through rough water. So if you're going through the channel at Lake Powell, you can cruise going 35 miles an hour in this boat and go through big waves, and it's barely going to even touch this boat at all. It will be able to cut through them like a hot knife through butter. And that is because of the V that sits in the bottom of the Opti-V hull. It is a 20-degree dead rise, meaning that from this point here down towards the center line of the boat, there's a 20-degree angle in the V of the boat that sits at the back. And that's going to allow it to slice through that rough water, and it's kind of like chopping wood with an axe as opposed to chopping it with a hammer with other flat bottom boats. Most other boats out there are about a 6-degree dead rise, where the Ri257 has a 20-degree dead rise. The next thing is, because this hull is designed as a hull that is specific for surfing and wakeboarding, instead of being a water ski hull that you use different components and different devices to suck the boat down or drop it down deeper in the water, it's going to be much more efficient. Even when you put as much as 5,500 pounds of ballast into this boat, because it is a surf hull that is designed for displacing water, that we then use a series of plate systems like the QuickSurf here and the silent stinger plate here in the middle to change the flow of that water. It's going to be much more efficient than other hulls out there. We did another video where we compared this boat to others, and this boat, this Ri257, even with all the ballast in it, is going to burn as much as 40% less fuel than other boats out there that on the market. And while it's doing, is going to dish out the biggest surf wave out there because of the sheer amount of weight that you can put in the Ri257. Last thing I wanted to talk about here at the back is the silent stinger plate. This is a patented system from Centurion that takes the exhaust and comes out of the back of the boat and ports it down through this center plate that then diffuses it into the water and quiets the boat down, as well as gets any fumes and exhaust away from the rider and away from the boat, which is really nice to have and makes it so it's a quieter, smoother ride. Going from here, I'm going to step up into the inside of the boat and show you some of the features on this Ri257. As I go up to the inside, you see we've got gator step lining on the back of the swim platform here. We use gator step in our boats, not any of the just cheap EVA, but we use actually the really good stuff that a lot of other guys are upgrading on their boats from other manufacturers. There's also a transom locker here at the back of the 257. This one's equipped with the plug-and-play transom bag that you can use to fill up if you have a lighter crew with you. You can fill this one up in addition to using the ram fill ballast and get an even better surf wave, even with just a few people in the boat. So we get questions pretty regularly of, do we need to have the plug-and-play bags? The answer is absolutely not. You can run just ram fill and get an amazing wave. But if you're going to have a light crew with you, let's say 3 or 4 people in a boat this size, you're going to probably want a little extra weight to get you an even better wave, and you're not going to need all of the extra storage space because you're only going to have a handful of people with you. So that's going to allow you to do that in this boat with the plug-and-play bags. Moving here to the inside, you see this boat has a rear view camera here at the transom, so you can access and use that camera here to be able to view everything behind the boat. You also have a walkway going through into the inside, this gator step line, so you don't have to step on the upholstery going to the inside. This center seat can actually slide further up into the boat and make it so that you can step down without getting on the upholstery, and create rear view seating for people that are people that want to sit and face towards the rider and check out all of the action in the boat. Moving on to the inside, one of the things I wanted to highlight is the all hex vinyl. So a few great things about this vinyl. First off, it diffuses heat. So this boat's been sitting out in the sun. This is the silver material, and I can set my hand on it and it's not going to be baking my hand or anything, and it's been sitting out here in the sun for about an hour uncovered. Same thing even when we go over to like the charcoal vinyl. It's a little bit warmer, but still not too bad at all. So it diffuses heat better than a standard flat vinyl does. The other thing that we have is it's a much thicker, more resilient vinyl than is available on any other towboat. The vinyl itself is a full 17 mil top coat, meaning that the top section of the vinyl is really thick and has a lot of additional backing, and it is sewn and stitched together with Gore-Tex threading. The same guys that make heavy-duty winter boots and equipment, that is the kind of stitching we run that is fully waterproof, UV resistant, abrasion resistant, etc. So the entire interior of this boat is not only backed for a full 5 years, it's going to maintain the way it looks for years and years after that, and is going to be much more resistant to any damage over time. It just really makes for a much nicer interior. They also use a higher grade foam in the seats on this boat. That's a triple density foam that's a lot higher than that's available from other manufacturers, and it's not going to break down, especially in the heat. So we're out here in really hot sun, and it doesn't just break down and squish right through. It actually maintains its shape and is really comfortable to sit on when you're out in the hot sun, and isn't just an interior that's going to be nice in a dealership, but it's going to be nice when you get it out on the water. Lots and lots of storage space in the Ri257. You see, I'll flip up this seat. You've got friction mat lined storage compartments. My kids can actually climb through these compartments and go all the way from the bow all the way to the back of the boat. So it's a big continuous storage. And this lining on the inside actually can remove so that you can clean out the storage really easily. And it doesn't absorb any water or anything, so it's completely mold and mildew resistant. So you can put wet stuff in here and not have to worry about it getting moldy or getting mildew developing. Flip up seat right here in front of the storage compartment. You do have additional storage underneath that, as well as a big additional storage compartment here underneath what one of our guys calls the mommy closet. You see we've got the cover for the boat in here, plus we still have lots of additional space. The batteries in the 257 are actually recessed down underneath the floor, which is a really nice feature and gives you lots of additional storage space. A lot of people's favorite feature on the 257 that is just really awesome is the big in-floor cooler. This not only has a big in-floor cooler spot, but this is much, much bigger than the cooler you find from other manufacturers. A lot of other guys have a cooler that is a like 15 quart cooler. This one is a full 41 quart cooler, meaning it's fully insulated. It is done by a company called Grizzly, and when you open it up, you can see in here, it's got lots of space. You can put cases of drinks, tons of ice, snacks for everyone, and it is removable and can be taken out of the boat and then dropped down here in the floor. In addition to that cooler, in the 257, there's also another cooler in the step up that goes up towards the bow. So what they've done is they started the step up about a foot earlier and made it so that you have a big built-in cooler right here that's got a plug in the bottom that you can drop ice in and use, and then when you're set with it, you can pull that plug and the water will empty out. This is one of my favorite features in the RI, and it makes it so that you can quickly and easily grab drinks or snacks if you're sitting here in the driver's seat without having to ask anybody else to move. A few other great things in this boat. You have a built-in hutch sitting here behind the driver's seat. This one you can open up and you have storage space, and you have you also have a garbage can here. You have quick garbage can access from the top right through here, so you can just lift that up and then drop your garbage down in. And that garbage can is really easy to access by flipping that up, so you don't have to dig down to access a garbage can to throw your garbage away at the end of the day. You also have sky blue metal flake accents through the entire inside of this 257 in lots of spots. That is a unique feature on the Centurions, that you can bring the beautiful outside looks onto the inside here, as well as in the tower panels up on the inside of the boat, and just really ties together the looks of the boat from the outside to the inside. Next thing we wanted to talk about in this one is the Centurion Drop Zone Power Folding Tower. As I mentioned, you can power this down, throw the cover over the top. This one's equipped with the Bombshell board racks, the nicest board racks on the market that are exclusive to Centurion and Supreme. And they just use a hook system that will slide in and out, so you just flip it, slide your board in, and then you flip it around and lock your board in place like this. They expand out and can fit the widest boards, the thickest boards, really long boards, boards of any shape and size, including wakeboards, and it really allows you to step up the look of the functionality of the racks, and they are lined in gator steps, so you don't ever have to worry about your board getting damaged when it's sitting in the rack. So even your fragile boards can sit in there, no problem at all. Side tow hooks up on the sides of the tower, as well as life jacket and rope hooks on the inside. Lots of accent lighting that just lights up and looks really nice if you're out there in the evening time. Moving up here to the front section, you have the Cobra Racing driver's seat. This is brand new for 2020. It is, in my opinion, the most comfortable driver's seat on the market. It also has a 6-way power adjustment on this one. So this little switch right here can move back, can tilt forward and back, it can slide forward and back, and it can move up and down. That's going to allow you the same functionality in this boat as you have in a lot of higher end cars, so that you can move up and down, you can shift and change the position of the seat, and allow you to sit over and see over the front, even without this bolster flipped up. So you can have the seat down, power it up, and see over the front without flipping up the bolster. Then if you really want to, you can pop this guy up, and I'll show you. I'll put this at eye level. If I have this set up, I'm not even seeing the top of the windshield. I'm way over the front, over the top. So you have lots of great visibility. This also has a notch set in the seat, which means if you want to sit down in the driver's seat and face towards the front, but then you want to turn around towards the rider, there's a nice little hook that you can move your leg into, so you can face back towards the rider, and it's really nice and comfortable. Also really easy to swivel the seat around and slide it forward and back. There's a new swivel and slide mechanism for 2020 that allows you to swivel and slide it around from any position on the seat, which just makes it really functional and nice. Dual screen touch system dash. We've done a couple of videos on the dash function, so if you want to check out how that works, check those out. Built-in cell phone holder here on the right side, additional stereo controller, as well as another stereo controller here on the passenger side of the boat. That you have your main stereo controller with a LCD screen here on this side, so that people on the passenger side can control the stereo. You can control it from your phone, or you can control it from the driver's seat. Up here in the bow, you've got a bow fill cushion with lots of storage space underneath, as well as storage underneath all of the seats up here in the bow. Access to your main storage locker through this cushion, and anchor storage access here in the bow. If you turn around, it's got a modified V-bow that is really deep, so you can sit here, and it hits about my shoulder level, so it's really safe for the kiddos, as well as you got tons of space. I mean, you can have 3 people facing back towards the rider easily in this boat, even big adults, and they have plenty of space to hang out and check out the action back behind. So hope this has been really helpful, and it answered a lot of questions for you in the Ri257. If you have any additional questions or want to check out this boat, which produces the best surf wave in the world, as well as unreal wakeboard performance, handling, and all of the other things you really want in a surf boat, let us know. We'd be more than happy to take you for a ride. We appreciate your time. Check out boardco.com for more information, or give us a call at 801-491-3710. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.